Milk drunk. It's when babies fall asleep at the breast or the bottle and their mouth props open. It can look very cute, but what we really want to pay attention to is what is going on. And if the tongue is hanging low, if the mouth is open, the tongue isn't sitting on the palate space the way that we want to. It's not sitting on the roof of the mouth the way we want to. And that is extremely important for oxygenation to the brain. It's important for facial and oral development. It's important for the nervous system and supporting rest and digest versus being in fight or flight. A lot of times, babies have that mouth open posture and they can have the quantity of sleep, but their quality of sleep is impaired, meaning they wake up and maybe they're still irritable or they're still tired or they just can't regulate themselves the way that we would say when you get a really good restful sleep. This goes from infancy all the way into adulthood. So if you're an adult who wakes up extremely tired, I would look at how we're breathing at night. So, how do we support baby? If baby's mouth is propped open, first I want you to look at position. Sometimes we can relax our hand and not even notice that the head may be a little extended open. Okay. So, if the head is propped open like this, then it's going to, gravity is going to help that jaw pull down. So, first I want you to bring baby into you and really help support their structure. Okay. So instead of this pulling down, we're going to bring it in and support closure. The more pressure that's put here, the more the jaw has to work against itself. So babies open and their head might be a little fallen back. We're going to reposition them and bring them closer to us. The second step is actually getting the tongue to do what it's supposed to do. So we're not pushing on the chin, but right past the chin is this muscle, and that's the tongue. And so what we're going to do is push up into that muscle space. Okay, right past the chin. Of course, baby is much smaller. So if you go far enough, you'll hit their esophagus and their airway. Okay. And so we want to stay here, right past the chin, and you'll feel that muscle and you're going to push up. You're going to push up. Maybe you take this finger and you rub, circle around their lips to help give it some input. And then you're slowly going to release one and then the other. So if we're here, and then leave them. See how long it takes before they pop it back open, or maybe that's all they needed was that little push to get that tongue sticking up there, and then they're good to go. Babies who are low tone are going to struggle with this even more because we're working against their muscles. Strength helps tone. Tone can't change. So if you have a low tone baby, you might find that you're doing it more often, and that's okay. Maybe when they're sleeping, you put pressure there and maybe you do the lips and you hold it for a little bit longer while you're doing that contact nap. You can relax the pressure a little bit to help the muscles learn what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe you do it and they're good for a minute and then you slowly see them pop open. Try a lip circle. Um, you may need to work more with them, but when they're awake, work on lots of munching. We want to increase muscle strength to counteract that tone. I hope that helps. Um, Let me know if you have any questions.